was speaking at a Women in Leadership event last week, and a pretty common discussion came up around how in the hell, as female leaders, are we really supposed to take care of ourselves when we've got so much on our plates? And self-care seems to always be the first thing to go out the window. And the women in the training got a lot out of this simple and super effective way that I keep my stress management / bounce back resilience / self-care, whatever you want to call it, how I keep all of that in place, even when things get really crazy. And I'm going to take you through exactly that today. The last few months have been particularly nutso here. We've put our place on the market here. We're getting renovations done, set up for our move to the country in the next couple of months. And my business is, well, let's just say there is not much white space in my schedule this time of the year. And look, we all know that when we take care of ourselves, it keeps us at our best, helps us respond to our teams with more care and resilience, and it allows us to tune into creativity and innovation. But it's okay, I am not going to take you through the old oxygen mask on the plane talk again. And yes, we all know this, but when we're right in the middle of it, it's like we can't see the forest for the trees, can we? Years ago, when I just had my son, I dropped in to see a friend who'd had a baby at the same time. And when we went into the kitchen to have a cup of tea, I noticed on her fridge was this huge, butcher's paper sign saying, "Feed the baby, burp the baby, change the baby." She told me that earlier on that week, her baby had cried, and it had taken her hours to work out that she'd forgotten to feed the baby. Now, it's all easy to sit here well slept and think, how in the hell do you forget to feed a baby? But we've all done it in some way, haven't we? When we're right in the middle of it, we can't see the forest for the trees. Now, a while after the fridge side experience, I'd gone through a bit of a crazy busy time. And when I looked back on it, I really noticed that I'd dropped all of the things that keep me at my best. It's like I didn't even remember that my self-care strategies existed when I was in it. But then I remembered the sign on the fridge. In your face, as big as you could see it, no way you can miss it. And I realized there was really something in that for me. Enter the Thrive List. A Thrive List is a short list of things that keep you at your best. It's obviously going to be super visible and easily accessible and doable. And let me tell you how this works so you too can have a Thrive List, like me and all my clients do. A Thrive List is about 3 to 7 things that help you combat stress, help you feel human again, and support you to be at your best. I recommend you keep them pretty simple. I mean, a trip to Tahiti every single week would be amazing, but honestly, not accessible or sustainable for us, right? So let me tell you what's on my Thrive List. Not so you can copy it. Of course, yours needs to be really meaningful and personalized for you. On mine at the moment, I have taking a bath once a week by myself with a bath bomb and candles. Did I mention by myself? Ocean swimming. And this is a bit of a new one for me. I only started ocean swimming a year ago, but I've realized that it's really one of the things that helps me really keep my head in the right place. Sex, a good few times a week. Meditation, daily, mostly. I'm a little flexible with that. Evening walks with my family, a couple of times a week. And a self-walk, a walk by myself. And that's where I've been this morning. For me, my Thrive List are things that they keep me grounded. They keep me tuned into myself and those that are most important in my life. These are the things that help me stop for long enough to pull my head out of the busyness so I can see the forest and the trees, and I can see it sooner rather than later. And all of these things, when I do them regularly, and actually say on my list how often I'm going to do these things each week, because I know that's what works for me. They're all things that suit me and where I am in my life stage at the moment. And once I have this list set up, I put it on Post-it notes, I put it on my computer, on my phone, on my desk at work, and on my to-do list every week. That way, like my friend with her fridge list, I can't miss it. Do I always do this perfectly and follow exactly what's on my Thrive List? Well, of course not. But what I notice is that because I see it a number of times every single day, it's like each time I see it, I have the opportunity to check in with myself and reassess, to take on that list to maybe strengthen what's really going great, or when things aren't going awesome, to turn it around sooner than I used to. Okay, so what are your 3 to 7 things that are going to go on your Thrive List? And where are you going to put it? A few places so that it's super visible for you, so that when you're nailing life, it builds even more momentum. And when you're not, it gives you the opportunity to turn that around way sooner. Can I say one more thing? Look, be gentle and kind with yourself with this. Look, this is not just another thing for you to do. I see it as a way that it supports me and it nurtures me and it boosts me. And what this is all about is being gentle and kind with ourselves. So this is not an opportunity to bring judgment to yourself or give yourself a hard time. If you notice that you've forgotten it for a few days, then just bring awareness to it and then create the opportunity so that you can turn that around wherever you can. I didn't go for a walk the last couple of weeks and I really started to feel it. So this morning I flipped a few things around so I could make it happen. This is not about judgment. It's about putting ourselves in a position to feel better about ourselves, about what we do, to reduce stress and to build our resilience. So how about we choose gentle and kind every time? Okay, great work. Now you've made it this far. I want you to go and watch my next video where I teach you the truth about people pleasing for female leaders. People pleasing is a real sneaky little thing, and it doesn't just impact super sweet or overly nice people. It impacts the rest of us too. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about, right? Because I work with female leaders in male-dominated industries like transport, banking, pharmaceutical, agriculture, for example. And I help them reconnect with their confidence and energy and gain clarity to step back in charge of your leadership and life. So why don't you get in touch and let's have a talk about how I, as a leadership coach, can help you out.